Very good morning, children. So, we are doing the revision of the chapter 1, which is variation in psychological attributes. In this, we had done the revision of the so many topics. Just I want to share. We discussed about the individual difference, situationism, perspective. We discussed about the assessment. There are two types of assessment, formal, informal. Then we discussed about the domains, 5 domains of psychological attribute. We discussed it in detail. Then we studied about the assessment method. There are 5 assessment methods that also we had discussed. Then we discuss about the intelligence in detail, like what is the meaning of intelligence, what is the definition of intelligence. Then after the meaning and the definition of intelligence, we studied about the theories of intelligence, that there are 2 theories, psychometric theory and information processing approach theory. Psychometric theory, we studied about that there were 5 theories: 1-factor theory, 2-factor theory, theory of primary mental ability, structure of intellect model, then level 1 and level 2 Arthur Jensen model, these 5. In information processing approach, we discuss about the Gardner theory, Sternberg theory of multiple intelligence, Gardner theory of multiple intelligence, Sternberg triarchy theory, then PASS model. Yesterday we discussed about that what are the factors which determine the intelligence. So in that regarding, we discuss about that intelligence is the interplay of nature and nurture, both. We studied about the twins in order to prove that nature means heredity has a role in intelligence. The research was done on identical twins, fraternal twins. Then we also discussed the assessment of intelligence, that how we will assess the intelligence of a person. After the assessment, we discuss about the variation in intelligence, like intellectual, some are intellectually gifted, some are intellectually retarded, mental retarded, intellectually deficient. What are the levels? Then we discuss about the types of intelligence tests. So in that, we discuss about that there are many types of intelligence, three section of the types of intelligence test: individual and group, verbal, non-verbal performance, culture fair, and culture. After this, your topic is, today we are going to, up to this we had discussed. So today we are going to discuss about the emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is also known as emotional quotient. It is termed by the word EQ. Just like everyone has an IQ, which is known as the intelligence, EQ is similar to the emotional intelligence. Now, what is emotional intelligence? ये माना गया है कि a person who is emotionally intelligent, they are able to understand not only one's emotion, but also others' emotion, and they are able to understand, they are able to perceive, they are able to know, they are able to understand. There are some of the words which are related here, which you can see in a very colorful manner on your screen. And what is emotional intelligence? Understanding emotion, perceiving emotion, managing emotion, and using emotion properly in a proper situation. And this is not only yourself, but also others. There is a very famous definition which is given by the Peter Salovey and Mayer in emotional intelligence, that emotional intelligence is the ability to understand one's emotion as well as other, and to discriminate among them, and to use the information to guide one's thinking and action. That is emotional intelligence. There are some of the characteristics also of an emotionally intelligent person. They are able to understand. Those who are emotionally intelligent, they are able to understand, they are able to perceive not only their emotion but also as well as other. Many of the researches have been done on EQ and IQ. बहुत सारे researches हुए EQ और IQ पे. लोगों को ये था कि which is play a very important role या which is important for the person. Is it EQ or is it IQ? So research concluded that both play a very important role. If the person have an high IQ and the low EQ, the person maybe get the good rank holder, but may not be able to succeed in their life. ये माना गया है कि लाइफ में सक्सीड होने के लिए पर्सन को इमोशनली इंटेलिजेंट होना बहुत जरूरी है. They should understand the emotion. Emotions आप क्या समझते हैं? Emotions like how you are responding to the stimulus. कैसे आप स्टिमुलस को रिस्पॉन्ड कर रहे हैं? स्टिमुलस कैन बी एनी पर्सन, कैन बी एनी सिचुएशन, कैन बी एनी ऑब्जेक्ट. व्हाट इज योर सेंस ऑफ माइंड? दैट ऑल इंक्लूड इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस. नाउ तो रिसर्चर्स ये देखे गए कि जिनकी IQ लेस थी बट EQ हाई थी, दे आर वेरी मच सक्सीडेड इन देयर लाइफ इन कंपैरिजन टू दोज whose IQ is more but EQ is less. So EQ play a very important role. You know, if you don't know how to manage the interpersonal relationship among people, you are not able to succeed. Like everywhere you go, कहीं भी आप जाइए, आप खुद ही देखोगे, like in the job also or in any career also, you see that एक पर्सन होते हैं जो बहुत हार्ड वर्क करते हैं बट फिर स्टिल दे आर नॉट अचीविंग, बट वही होते हैं जो एक स्मार्ट वर्क करते हैं एंड दे आर एबल टू सक्सीड, उनके प्रमोशन होते रहते हैं. तो बेसिकली क्या हो रहा है? हार्ड वर्क कौन कर रहा है? IQ जिनकी हाई है, और EQ जिनकी हाई होती है वो हार्ड वर्क नहीं करते, स्मार्ट वर्क करते. तो दैट इज द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ EQ. After the emotional intelligence, there is one topic in your chapter 1 is culture and intelligence. Culture and intelligence means how intelligence is related to a culture. Intelligence यानी बुद्धि कैसे culture से related है. तो there were two type of culture पे research हुआ था, Indian culture and the Western culture. Here I want to read for you all. Intelligence helps the individual to adapt their environment. Intelligence helps the individual to adapt their environment. Culture is a इंटेलिजेंस की मीनिंग दी गई है कि इंटेलिजेंस इंडिविजुअल की मदद करता है. अगर आप इंटेलिजेंट हैं तो आप अपने इन्वायरमेंट से बहुत इजीली अडेप्ट कर लेते हैं, ना ही, और बल्कि जबकि स्टर्नबर्ग ने ये भी कहा है, ना ही आप सिर्फ अडेप्ट करते हैं बट जबकि आप उसे मॉडिफाई भी करते हैं और शेप भी करते हैं. कल्चर की मीनिंग दी गई है कि कल्चर इज अ कलेक्टिव सिस्टम ऑफ, ये कलेक्टिव सिस्टम है कस्टम्स का, बिलीफ का, एटीट्यूड का, अचीवमेंट का इन आर्ट एंड लिटरेचर. एंड इंटेलिजेंस इज द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ कल्चर. ये कल्चर का ही प्रोडक्ट है. कल्चर और इंटेलिजेंस के रिलेशनशिप की बात करें तो देयर वर टू टाइप ऑफ इंटेलिजेंस, there are two type of culture, Indian culture and a Western culture. वेस्टर्न कल्चर में ज्यादातर टेक्नोलॉजिकल इंटेलिजेंस को एम्फसाइज किया जाता है. द वेस्टर्न कल्चर गिव मोर एम्फसाइज on technological intelligence, whereas Indian culture give more emphasis on integral intelligence. Integral intelligence include means it include so many competence. जो वेस्टर्न कल्चर होता है सिर्फ एक ही कॉम्पिटेंस पे फोकस करता है और वो है कॉग्निटिव. वो सिर्फ कॉग्निटिव कॉम्पिटेंस पे फोकस करता है. Whereas जो वेस्टर्न कल्चर है वो ना ही सिर्फ कॉग्निटिव कॉम्पिटेंस पे फोकस करता है, इट ऑल्सो फोकस ऑन सोशल, कॉग्निटिव, इमोशनल एंड एंटरप्रेन्योर. So what I am saying, there are two type of culture, okay, Indian culture and Western culture. Indian culture means our culture give emphasize not only on one competence, it focus on integral intelligence. It include not only cognitive but also social, emotional and entrepreneurial. Cognitive, social, emotional, cognitive, social, emotional and entrepreneurial. Okay. So it not only focus on cognitive competence, but it also focus on social, emotional and entrepreneurial. Just like the Western culture give more emphasis on this cognitive competence only. Cognitive, that's why it is known as the technological intelligence. इसीलिए इसे technological intelligence कहते हैं, क्योंकि सिर्फ ये cognitive पे फोकस करता है. पर हमारे इंडियन कल्चर में 4 कॉम्पिटेंस पे फोकस किया जाता है. इसीलिए आप देखते होंगे कि इंडियन कल्चर में सॉरी इन द वेस्टर्न कल्चर ज्यादातर एवरी पर्सन आर वेरी मैकेनिकल बेस्ड. इमोशनल एस्पेक्ट उनमें बहुत कम होते हैं, सोशल एस्पेक्ट उनमें बहुत कम होते हैं. दे वांट टू जस्ट लीव अलोन, they don't want to interact so much with the people. Okay, emotionally they are very much practical. So this is the difference between the two culture with the relation with the intelligence. Cognitive competence, which include the like mental ability, mental capacity, social ability to relate with others, emotional ability to understand others, entrepreneurial when you know others also. So I hope this you all understand about the culture and intelligence properly. After this topic, in your book, there is a topic about the aptitude and interest. Aptitude and interest is also one of the psychological attributes. It is also one of the psychological attributes, one of the domains, okay, which you study. One is aptitude, one is interest. Aptitude, you all know, aptitude tells about your ability to do something. What is your potential for acquiring any kind of skill is known as aptitude. Interest, when you give preference to one activity more in comparison to other, or you can devote more time in one activity more than in other. So that is interest. Aptitude, here it is written special abilities or specific skill in a particular field of activity, acquire after training. Interest, preference for particular activity may be interest. So this is the difference between aptitude and interest. There are some of the aptitude tests are also available to measure the aptitude tests. Some are generalized, some are specialized. There are two types of aptitude tests, generalized and specialized. Generalized, specialized. Generalized, specialized. Generalized aptitude test like which measure the general aptitude of an individual. जो जनरल पोटेंशियलिटी आपकी वो मेजर करता है। स्पेशलाइज जो है आपको कोई स्पेसिफिक एप्टीट्यूड को मेजर करेगा। लाइक DAT इज एन एग्जांपल ऑफ ए स्पेशलाइज, DAT इज एन एग्जांपल ऑफ ए स्पेशलाइज डिफरेंशियल एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट। DAT is an example of a specialized aptitude test which measure some of the specific, जैसे अगर हमें किसी के मैकेनिकल एप्टीट्यूड को चेक करना है, ओके, मैकेनिकल एबिलिटीज को चेक करनी है, तो what happen, we do the specialized aptitude test, not the general. Interest tests are available which measure your interest in which area you will have a more focus. After this topic, your last topic of this chapter is creativity. How interesting it looks on your screen. Is it in? You can see that there's so many words which are related to creativity. Genius, positive, new creative, insight, invention, clever, vision, original, mind, brain, solution, concept, ideas, illumination, incubation, brainstorming. So many words are related to creativity. There is a very close relationship between the creativity and intelligence. It has been, the research has done, and it has been found that there is a positive relationship between the creativity and intelligence. This also is going to be asked in your board examination. What is the relationship between creativity and intelligence? There are so many creative tests are also available, which measure the creative. There is a difference between the intelligence test and creativity test. This question is also asked sometimes. What is the difference between the creativity test and intelligence test? So intelligence test, there the questions are very close-ended. Whereas in creativity test, the questions are open-ended. आप उसके आंसर किसी भी तरह से देख सकते हो, क्योंकि वो आपकी IQ को मेजर नहीं कर रहा है, वो आपकी क्रिएटिविटी को मेजर कर रहा है, which is known for some novelty, some unique, some ideas which are novel, which are unique, which are creative. तो उसके जो क्वेश्चंस होते हैं वो ओपन एंडेड होते हैं, इसके जो क्वेश्चन होते हैं वो क्लोज एंडेड होते हैं। इसके क्वेश्चन के आंसर आप यस नो में से दे सकते हो, उसके क्रिएटिविटी के क्वेश्चन आपको लाइक इट रिक्वायर टू थिंक बियॉन्ड द पॉइंट। रिलेशनशिप की अगर हम बात करें, व्हाट इज द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन क्रिएटिविटी एंड इंटेलिजेंस, तो ये माना गया है कि दोज पीपल हु आर क्रिएटिव दे आर समवेयर इंटेलिजेंट। जो क्रिएटिव होते हैं, ऑब्वियसली बात है वो क्रिएटिव है, दिमाग से सोच रहे हैं तो इंटेलिजेंट तो है, बट ये देखा गया कि दोज हु आर इंटेलिजेंट, इट डजंट नेसेसरली मीन दैट दे आर क्रिएटिव। अगर वो इंटेलिजेंट है, उनकी IQ बहुत हाई है, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द इंटेलेक्चुअली टैलेंटेड पीपल या गिफ्टेड पीपल, बहुत who is IQ is above 130 or 120 to 130 in average superior, superior में आते हैं, above superior or superior, so it doesn't necessarily mean that they are creative, but the creative people always have a average or above average type of intelligence. So this is basically the relationship of the creativity with the intelligence. Now you can see here some points are written. A person who has the ability to learn faster and reproduce accurately may be considered intelligent more than creative, unless he or she devises new way of learning. कहना चाह रहा है कि जिन पर्सन में लर्निंग की एबिलिटी बहुत तेज है और बहुत अच्छे से रिप्रोड्यूस करते हैं, वो इंटेलिजेंट ज्यादा माने जाते हैं, ना कि क्रिएटिव। बट अगर वो वही लर्निंग को नए तरीके से कर रहे हैं तो दे आर नोन टू बी एज क्रिएटिव ऑल्सो, दे आर नोन टू बी एज क्रिएटिव। कहने का मतलब ये है कि Creativity is always related to the new way of learning. लर्न सभी कोई करता है, बट अगर लर्निंग का कुछ नया तरीके से आप कुछ भी कर रहे हो, तो दैट इज क्रिएटिविटी. I already told to you that creativity is known for novelty, uniqueness, originality. These three words are added with the creativity: novelty, uniqueness, originality. लेविस टर्मन 1920 इन्होंने स्टडी किया था क्रिएटिविटी और इंटेलिजेंस में. यही थे जिन्होंने गिफ्टेडनेस का भी टर्म दिया था, बट इट वाज द ईयर 1925. But he has done the research between what is the relationship between creativity and intelligence is in 1920. इन्होंने देखा कि person with higher IQ were not necessarily creative. Creative ideas can come from person who did not have a very higher IQ. जरूरी नहीं है कि जिनकी हाई IQ हो वो क्रिएटिव हो. और क्रिएटिव आइडिया कभी कभी जिनकी हाई IQ नहीं होती है, इवन द एवरेज पर्सन, एवरेज इंटेलिजेंट पीपल थिंक क्रिएटिवली, वो भी क्रिएटिवली सोच लेते हैं. I hope you understood the relationship between creativity and intelligence. Here are some characteristics of creativity test are given, which I discussed with you one of the point. Open-ended. Creativity test open-ended होते हैं. आप कुछ भी आंसर कर सकते हो. You have to think from your mind. They allow to think differently. कुछ अलग सोचने के लिए आपको मजबूर करते हैं. No specific answer. कोई जस्ट लाइक द इंटेलिजेंस टेस्ट, उसका एक स्पेसिफिक आंसर होता है, इसका कोई स्पेसिफिक आंसर नहीं है. ठीक है. फ्रीडम टू यूज इमेजिनेशन. यहाँ आप अपनी इमेजिनेशन को यूज कर सकते हैं. यू हैव द divergent thinking. There are two types of thinking: convergent thinking and divergent thinking, which you have studied in the class 11. Convergent thinking, which means when you think of one solution to a problem, and divergent thinking when you think of many solutions to a problem. So the creativity test require divergent thinking. It allows you to think differently, no specific answer, freedom to use imagination, divergent thinking. So these are some of the characteristics of a creative test. I hope you all understood the chapter 1. We had done the revision of the chapter 1 in a very proper manner. If you have any doubts, so we will discuss in the classroom. This is all about. Thank you for listening to me, and thank you for watching me. Thank you so much.